From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Tuesday, March 29th, 2022. I'm D-Ray Knight, and this is what's going on. Here is the latest on the war in Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says 7 people were killed in a missile strike on a regional government headquarters in the southern city of Mykolaiv. Zelensky, who spoke to the Danish parliament through a translator, said Tuesday's strike also left 22 people injured. In a video, regional governor Vitaly Kim showed a gaping hole in the center of the 9-story building. Kim accused Russian forces of waiting until people had arrived for work in the building before striking it and said he had a lucky escape because he had overslept. Zelensky told the Danish parliament that the brutality is more violent than what we had seen during World War II. In news closer to home, a South Dakota House committee is recommending that the state's attorney general face no impeachment charges for his actions surrounding a 2020 fatal car crash. Governor Noem had pushed for Attorney General Jason Ravenbourg, a fellow Republican, to be removed from office. But a Republican-controlled House committee issued a report Monday and found his actions did not merit impeachment. Individual House lawmakers may still bring impeachment charges against Ravenbourg, but the committee's decision was a major setback for those trying to remove him from office. Ravenbourg struck and killed a man walking near a rural highway in September of 2020. State lawmakers have failed to override 3 of Governor Noem's vetoes. Amy Rose has more.
The South Dakota legislature has failed to override 3 vetoes from Republican Governor Noem. The 3 bills on Monday all failed to garner the 2/3 majority necessary to override a veto. It sends defeats to proposals that would have given lawmakers more control over spending federal aid, allowed pregnant minors to consent to medical care without their parents' permission, and removed old marijuana charges from South Dakotans' criminal background checks. Each of the bills lost support from lawmakers after Noem vetoed them last week, showing her sway in the state house.
The South Dakota Department of Transportation says bridge deck improvements on the Campbell Street Bridge between St. Patrick Street and East St. Joseph Street ramps will begin on Monday, April 4th. The work will primarily take place on the bridge deck surface, with supporting work occurring underneath the bridge. Traffic will be maintained in both directions with temporary traffic control devices guiding motorists through the work zone. A 12-foot width restriction will be in effect during the duration of the project. In national and international news, the first face-to-face talks in 2 weeks between Russia and Ukraine have begun in Turkey. The talks today raise flickering hopes that there could be progress toward ending a war that has ground into a bloody campaign of attrition. An advisor to the Ukrainian president said the meeting in Istanbul was focused on securing a ceasefire and guarantees for Ukraine's security. Those issues have been at the heart of previous unsuccessful negotiations. Ahead of the talks, the Ukrainian president said his country is prepared to declare its neutrality and is open to compromise over the contested eastern region of Donbas. But even as the negotiators assembled, Russian forces hit an oil depot in western Ukraine and a government building in the south. President Joe Biden's $5.8 trillion budget has items that may appeal to one Democratic senator in particular. Chrissy Davies explains.
President Joe Biden's $5.8 trillion budget for the next year would trim federal deficits and boost taxes on the wealthiest Americans. Both could appeal to Senator Joe Manchin, and Democrats are hoping that could help revive talks with Manchin over the party's derailed social and environment plan. Before Christmas, the West Virginia Democrats sank a House-passed $2 trillion social and environment bill that was a top party priority. Manchin said it would have fueled inflation and deepened deficits. Democrats are hoping the more moderate approach that Biden's budget takes this year might help convince Manchin that there's a deal to be had.
Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Cloudy, windy, and a chance of rain turning to snow this afternoon as temperatures drop from an early high of 56 to a low tonight of 26. And that was your Daily Slice for Tuesday, March 29th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose and Chrissy Davies. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.